taking marijuana. This is a taxi company, muppet. Is it? Oh.
Yes, people, welcome back to the EFL show on the First XI. What a great show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. No, I'm joking. I've just woken up, so I'm about as awake as, I don't know, a moth. Do they? I don't know what sort of animal doesn't get much sleep, but I'll be one of them. But no, we have got a great show. Aaron can't be bothered to turn up, so God knows where he is. Probably somewhere between here and the moon. His footballing opinions are somewhere in the desert, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm joined by Charlie. He's a Bristol Rovers fan. If you don't know who he is already, how are we doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Yeah, still a bit buzzing after the other night, to be honest. But yeah,
Are you still drunk? Are you still drunk after last night or that other night?
Well, to be fair, I only had about 2 points, so no, I wasn't drunk.
That's a bit of fucking disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, if it would have been on like a Saturday, then probably yeah. But no, it was just quality. Can't beat the FA Cup. Some people say the FA Cup's dead. It's not for teams in the EFL. It might be for the.
It's not for real fans. It's not for
not for real fans. Yeah.
Fake fans, it may be. Fake fans that don't understand the history of the cup, then yes, I agree. It's probably is dead. But, you know, for real fans, we still very much care about the FA Cup. The only reason I said I wasn't too fussed about it this year is because we're top of the league. And I'm not sure if I want a cup run to interrupt us. But look, still progressing in the FA Cup and still love to see it. Charles says late as usual. Absolutely. Hey Wolf. Chris says big up the panel. Aaron can't be bothered pretending to be shocked. Me and you both, buddy. My team Plymouth. Yes, Wolf. Wolf is a Plymouth fan. Can't be bothered with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so wants a bit of Ryan there. Different week, same Aaron. Well, different week, no Aaron, apparently. Big up to Nat. Big up to Nat. Me celebrating Aaron not turning up.
Of course.
Brutal. Big up Charles, says Maximus.
Yeah, big up Charles.
Wolf says your channels are great distractions from reality for me now. Big up to you, mate. Absolutely, thank you. This isn't my channel though. I do need to. Sometimes it feels like it. It feels like it, but no, it's mine and Charlie's channel. We've taken over. Indiana, you're fired. As this point in our reach, Charlie, teach Charlie how to drink. Absolutely.
Mate, don't worry, Joe. I know how to drink. It's fine.
Congratulations to Plymouth. Thank you, Nat. I would say thank you for a tough game, but it wasn't that tough. But I would suggest Aaron Moore does probably need to be sacked because he's come to Home Park, got beaten 6-0 over 2 legs. That is abysmal. Mad, isn't it? That is abysmal. That is actually disgraceful.
No goals in 3 games against Plymouth.
I know. We are just too good. Our defense is just too good. And Cooper's just such a sexy goalkeeper. What a sexy goalkeeper. My goalkeeper, by the way. None of you fuckers are getting him. My goalkeeper. We had this. I see championship teams going, ooh, Mike Cooper. And everyone at ARGYLE's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
we've been through this. We've been through this before with Jeffers. We keep our players. We're top of the league. Do one. Actually, we were able to keep our players whilst we were like, I think, 13th, 14th. So we're top of the league. I definitely think we're keeping Cooper. Also, just signed a new contract literally at the end of last season. So really, really go do one. I don't know. Go talk to, I don't know, Dean Henderson or Derek Adams. See what they've got.
Dean Henderson wants to leave, so go and get him.
Yeah, go get him. You'll leave Cooper alone. Let's get into As a Strike right now for an hour.
Aaron Collins, mate. What the hell? That was his first goal as well. That. It was mad.
We will talk about that. Absolutely. Everyone's subscribed to the channel, but also subscribe to Noel, Charlie and Charles. And Aaron, if you want weird crap football knowledge, fuck it now. That is bad.
Says the whole fan.
Yeah, says Max. Aaron, footballing opinions are in the desert of Qatar. Aaron is stuck in the planet called Delusional with Kenny. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. When is Argyle's next match? It is this Saturday, away to Charlton Athletic, former Premier League team. They're on good form as well. But let's talk about the FA Cup first, because we've both played in the FA Cup. But before we talk about our clubs, I feel like we need to talk about another club in Devon. Yes, Devon. Exeter City.
Exeter.
Oh, Exeter, what have you done now, you little shit bastards? So essentially, let me give you the quick lowdown on what Exeter City did. So they used 5 subs, but they were like, we're not happy with just 5. Fuck that, we want 6. No other club does that, by the way, only Exeter. But they should get Paolo Fonseca in, because he actually did that in Italy once. But they illegally used a 6th substitution in extra time. The FA Cup have released an official statement saying that result will not stand. Derek Adams has been given a lifeline at Bradford. Exeter have had their win removed, and they will have to go again on the 30th of October. A third game, a second FA Cup replay, as the first game is null and void. Charlie, before we talk about Argyle and Bristol Rovers, give me your thoughts on what Exeter did. Because when I thought Aaron was an absolute idiot, then, Exeter have taken it to a brand new level of stupidity.
Yeah, they're just a joke club, really. I just put it on my story as well on Instagram. Same old Exeter, always cheating. It's just a joke though. Like from the FA Cup and whatever. Like they shouldn't even be letting the game play. They should just give the win to Bradford if Exeter want to make more subs. Like what is this? Like this ain't like a video game. This is real life, and you can't just cheat.
Sorry, but FIFA won't allow me to make an extra sub.
Yes, even then, but it's just a joke, really. It's like Neil said, the officials need, their heads shaken if they don't know how many subs Exeter are making. Like it's just a joke, really, and it shouldn't even be played. It should be just given to Bradford. Joke club.
Do you want to know how funny I'd find that Exeter win the game, which pisses off Derek Adams? But then Derek Adams gets to go through a second round because Exeter cheated. As an Argyle fan, I am loving this. I'm like, you're both in the mud, you fucking twats. Yeah. Literally, go get the quicksand because you're both in it. It's sort of like Argyle stood there watching the two sink it. It's like, do you want some help? That's nice. We're going for a coffee. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But the game will be replayed. But I suppose that's actually probably a good thing. It means an extra game for both of them. And if one of them's in a title push or automatic promotion push, extra in a playoff push, let's face it, this is Exeter.
I don't know,
but Exeter bottle job.
Yeah, true.
I thought I'd say that slowly. So if any Exeter fans, because I know Exeter fans are a little bit. English isn't really their first language. To be fair, neither is, actually understanding what they're saying or doing, or substitutions or counting by the looks of it. There's a real academic problem in Exeter, I feel, because they can't count, they can't read, and they can't talk. So lots of issues in Exeter. Absolute twats, but it was quite funny. I did find it fairly amusing. I thought I'd bring that up because I thought that was quite funny. As Chris says here, you're allowed an extra substitution, extra substitution with concussion, but you get so you deserve what you get, because there weren't any players with concussion. Bradford, very lucky, says Robbie. Absolutely. It's baffling how it happened in the first place. Aaron has commented, I'm on my way back from work now. Hopefully I'll make an appearance before the end of the stream. There is Aaron, says Wolf, straight away. I say that's a fair punishment. Shouldn't have to play a replay. Give Bradford the win. Alex Tellez to Plymouth, please. Oh, we don't really want Alex Tellez because we've got Conor Grant, and Conor Grant is clear
He's miles better.
Of all left backs in world football. If you are not called Conor Grant, you are not the best left back in the world. That's just factual information. Fight me on it. It's like if your name isn't Mike Cooper, you are not the greatest goalkeeper in the world. Donnarumma, sit back down, you Italian wanker. I'm still angry about that, you know. I'm still angry about that. Aaron, you will be there by the end as you don't want to talk about your club and don't want to get to say anything because you'll just fuck yourself again. First time ever. Max saying quite factual information there. Tellez is shit. Don't worry, guys. I'll stop Aaron before he gets in the stream. Love to see it. Bodyguard Velv is on the way. Aaron saying Sheffield Wednesday collapsed against Argyle. Typical more management. Oh, it's not that Argyle
Aaron,
played.
One
minute. Hold
where
on.
was Doncaster win more?
Let's me deal with this. It's not that Argyle are a good team and sitting first in the fucking league, you absolute tosser. Oh, yes. Exactly. Sheffield Wednesday collapsed. It's not like Argyle played great football, passed it around, scored a few goals, you know, played some entertaining stuff. No credit to Argyle. Okay, cool. Your club is shit. Funny how United fans rate Tellez when he's not playing. He's not playing for a reason. Well, he's not playing for a reason because Ollie is a joke. Let's be fair. Tellez has still got stuff to offer. Might not be the best left back in the world, but he's certainly better than McDonald's right now. Aaron, take this. RKO. Love it. Plymouth outplayed us. Thank you, Nat. See? Nat can say it, but Aaron being the wanker he is, oh no, it's just a complete collapse from the opposition. Yeah. It's not like Argyle are sitting top of League One for a fucking reason. I mean, if you want to know what a collapse looks like, look at Doncaster. That is a collapse.
Yeah, look at them.
And Richie Wellens management. Typical Wellens management, that is, collapsing in League One. But as I say, let's move on. Let's actually move on to the Argyle game because then we'll give you the spotlight for Rovers because I'm sure there's quite a bit to talk about in that game. The Argyle game, a little less. It wasn't as chaotic as that. As you probably know, guys, we won 3-0, the same scoreline as when we met earlier in the league. And just a really good performance. Garrick got 2 goals. Always, do you know what? I'm again starting to grow on him, but he's only a loanee, so I don't start to love him. Although saying that, I love Ryan Broom, and if we don't get Ryan Broom permanently, there will be tears. There will be tears. There'll be tears, and I'll go hang myself because he is Ryan Broom. Now there's a little lad, right? Going off topic a little bit, there's a little lad who's got health problems. He's always in hospital. You've probably seen him around on Twitter. He normally does stuff with Ryan Lowe and the team, and great lad. Carries oxygen, I think. So I'm not sure what the issue he has got, but he's a great lad. Doesn't let the condition get in the way. He's always running around normally a Ryan Lowe. Cheeky little bastard. See, he's like besties with Ryan Lowe now. It's like, crikey, get on, lad. But Ryan Broom actually, this lad's been having some issues with, going to hospital and school. And then in the post, he just gets a shirt. It's Ryan Broom. It's a Broom shirt, and it's signed by Ryan Broom. It's like, this man, is there anything this man isn't just ridiculously classy on? Like, he's such a good guy, and we absolutely love him. And do you know what? Maybe a deal can be done. Ryan Lowe does want a deal, by the way. He did mention that. Obviously, why wouldn't you want a deal? But let's talk a bit about the game. So Garrett got a goal. Who scored our fucking third? Who got our third goal? I'm actually going to have to look. I've worked since then, and my brain is definitely not working. All right, it was Ryan Hardy. Of course, it was fucking Ryan Hardy. Why didn't I think that in my head?
Who else but him?
Who else? When Jeffers is on international duty, well, saying that though, it could be Conor Grant, Ryan Broom, fucking any of them. Joe Edwards scoring a scorpion kick or a bicycle kick. Dan Scar scoring with his massive, great big head. Cooper probably scoring from his own half at one time. He will probably do that at some point. Don't put it past him. He'll probably see the keeper off his line and go, fuck it, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. Much to Ryan's dismay, he'll be like, what the fuck's he doing? Hoofball? Oh, he's having a shot. Oh, okay. Yeah. I apologise, Mike. Sorry for shouting at you. But no, it was just a really solid performance. The good thing is we made some changes, obviously. Not until like the 70th minute, though. We took off Garrick, brought on ARGYLE. It's good to see him getting some more minutes. I don't think he'll be here past January, though. Then we took off Ryan Broom, brought on Danny Mayer. Good to see Danny Mayer still getting some game time. And then Adam Mandel got 6 minutes, plus whatever was added on because he replaced John Houghton. Kamara had a good game, which has been good because I've been a little... And I love Panucci Kamara. Right? I love him to bits. Yeah. But I have been a little bit critical of him over the last couple of games. Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough being one of them. Just because he's not been good enough. And as brutal as it sounds, we're top of the league and we can't afford to carry any fuckers, to be honest. And whilst your work rate can only deliver so much, you have to still have that final ball, that final product. And for the last couple of games, I think Panucci's lacked that. But he came in today on Tuesday, absolutely smashed it. Brilliant game from him. Got man of a match from the fans, from the sponsors as well. So it was just a really good performance, which is absolutely brilliant because it's like, you know, I don't want to be critical of Panucci because Panucci is such a great lad. He's so good. It's like I would hate to be. I don't know if I could ever criticize Mike Cooper, to be honest with you. I love that lad to bits, but if we're being fair, Panucci hasn't been anywhere near his levels for the last couple of games. So it was really good to see him, you know, absolutely smashing it against Wednesday at Home Park. And that is good because as I say, Panucci is loved by almost everyone in well, actually, you know, he is loved by ARGYLE. I can't think of anyone who's stupid enough not to love him. Wolf says, Sue, anything better than McDonald's? People who have bad grades at work, they're simple. I was just referring to Luke Shaw being a bit of a porky bastard. ARGYLE were class. Obviously, we knew that by now, some later than others. I take full responsibility for my delusion. Fucking idiot. Leroy England says, Captain Nat twice. Yeah. Just like the fucking league. It's the fucking league. Go on the Janos. Is it mathematically possible for Doncaster to get out of relegation? Yeah, but if you watch football and understand football, it's not possible. Big up my guys, Charlie and Niall, says Daniel. Absolutely. Stevenage Life says, come on, Borough, we did it again this time. It wasn't a penalty shootout. It was just a pen after 2 red cards for MK Dons. Yeah, gotta love it. Yeah, Leroy, yeah, mate, no complaints. Plymouth for flying. I just had chicken, katsu, curry, and rice from Wasabi. Delicious. That's always good to know. We know of Elves dinner now. Ryan Hardy, the League One Mo Salah. I did actually call Ryan Hardy the League One Mo Salah or the Scottish Mo Salah. So you know it makes sense. To be fair, both on great form. Ryan Hardy, one of the best players in the league. Mo Salah, the Premier League. Ryan Hardy. It's true. It's true. Mo Salah is the Premier League. Ryan Hardy. Do you know what? You should be honoured that that Mo Salah is being put in the same context as Ryan Hardy. Should be completely honoured, in my opinion. I'm always on borrowed time at Wednesday now. I'm late, but what? Yeah, well, neither am I. Kenny says I'm late, but what a game Rovers was. We'll get into that straight away. Well, not straight away. Last couple of comments, then we'll get into a Rovers game. More in, says Bailey. There is TV. If you ever feel stupid, Dean Henderson once said Maguire was on Virgil van Dijk's level. Rochdale versus Argyle will be 2-0 Argyle win, in my opinion. Only 2-0 because you'll rotate. We won't rotate. And it's I do agree with the 2-0 though, because on ITV at 12:15 in the morning on a Sunday. Yeah, way to fuck over us again. So you make us go to Sheffield at 12:15 on a Sunday. But what they wanted, they were like, oh, we're getting Notts County versus Sheffield Wednesday. It's going to be beautiful. And now they got Rochdale, Argyle. It's like, we didn't want this game, you fuckers. Well, sorry, we're just too good. Have you seen what happened with Exeter? We have, and we addressed it at the start.
Yeah.
Velvet, I agree, as United fan, that was delusional. Only team in the worst position then, Doncaster, are Derby.
Yeah, they're fucked, aren't they? They're basically playing in League One next season.
Yeah, no, that's true. But go on. I've spoke about Argyle. We've spoken about Exeter. That leads us to one place. Let's talk about Bristol. Bristol's Rovers. What a game. What a game. Really shit game, though. I can't imagine it was too good. Lack of goals, in my opinion.
I mean, honestly, it was crazy. Like I haven't, before we went live, I said to you, I haven't seen scenes like that for about 6 years since we last got promoted out of League Two. But it was just mad because like both teams like went strong. Like Rovers only made 2 changes. Oxford, they made a few changes, but still their squad is very strong, and obviously they're doing well. You know, apart from the battering from you, they've been unbeaten for like 8 games. And teams have struggled to beat them, and over obviously two legs in say 90 minutes, we've obviously drew twice with them, but it was crazy because the first half was so like rubbish. There wasn't really much in there. Both teams had like 1 chance each, and in the second half, like when we were shooting towards the Thatcher's end, it was we went 1-0 up through Finley. Basically like the Scouse. He's basically like Gerrard. He's amazing. You know, of course Scouse, because Barton brought a lot of Scouse down with him this season. But great goal from him. And then of course like fucking Matty Taylor again getting
just want to butt in. Ryan Lowe hasn't brought in a lot of Scouts, but he's brought in a lot of Northerners. So even Northerners like Coots, Evans. They just want to feel they just want to feel at home as they're so far down in the West Country, man.
Yeah, literally. But then it was crazy. They brought on Taylor. He was on for about 30 seconds. Of course, he was getting so much shit, and they had a penalty. For me, it was never a penalty. But he come on 30 seconds, scored a penalty, 1-1. And then it was annoying because in the 90 minutes, I thought we were the better team. We had the better chances. We just couldn't really finish. But yeah, it was 1-1. And then of course extra time. And it was annoying because first half of extra time, we looked so leggy because he basically played the same team that played against Northampton. And Oxford made their subs quite early. And we just looked fucked. Like first half of extra time, conceded straight away. Another ex-Rovers player, of course, Billy Bowden. He was amazing for us. He scored. And then he scored again, like cross in from Taylor, and Steve Seddon scored. So 3-1, second half of extra time. We're going into it 3-1 down, and the only real chances they had was in extra time, which pissed me off because we should have beat them in 90 minutes. But then Barton makes the subs, brings on basically the youngsters, brought on Sean Spence, who we got on loan from Palace. He's hardly played, but he brought him on. Anderton, obviously Chris will know him from. He had probably his best game against Carlisle. He was absolutely amazing. Got the assist, so 3-2. And then we're thinking, the crowd's up. We're thinking, come on then. And we always like scoring. So I had faith that we were going to either win it or take them to penalties. And then Aaron Collins, I mean, honestly, he's not been getting the rub of the green. You know, he's looked low on confidence, but finally got his first goal. And what a way. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It was like literally left foot. Oxford players are just backing off him because they're like, yeah, this guy hasn't scored yet in this season. And he's just hit it, weak foot, top bins. And, you know, the scenes was amazing. And then literally, and, few minutes left, Anderson working his ass off, like right wing back, crossed in. And it looked like it was going out. But Josh Grant, obviously, he was at Plymouth on loan. What a fucking few last games since he got back from injury. What a baller. Little touch. Just kept it in. And there's Spence. Just smashed it home. It was like the Hog Deeney thing. And it was, honestly, I've not seen limbs like that. And 3 goals in 7 minutes, man. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. And, yeah, you know, I'm just buzzing. Hopefully we can continue the good form. But, yeah, what a game. What a game.
Yeah. It did definitely sound like a good game. Phil says, Wolf, you address me as the wanker tanker. Wanker. Proper side now, Gas. Yes, boys, I'm a bit late, but you guys good? Yeah, we're all good. Barton in. 5 goals in injury time. Jesus Christ. Well, it's extra time, not injury time. Yeah. Yeah. The north is where the real men live. Captain Nat, Mike Cooper's Mike Cooper's going to use his fist and punch you in the face. Fight Mike Cooper. I'm worried now the Rovers will go up with their good form. Well, I sort of hope they do, because with me leaving for the Championship and for Aaron leaving for League 2, we do need a League 1 representative. So it'll be good to have Charlie as League 1 representative.
Yeah. I hope we go. We'll see. There's still loads of games left.
Whilst Aaron's bottom and gets relegated to League 2, and hopefully Argyle get promoted. I mean, if we win, if we can get 12 points out of Wigan, Wickham, Sunderland, and MK Dons, just give us the title now, boys. Because if we do that with still 3-4 key players injured, then you know what? When they come back, I'm gonna pray for you lot, because you're gonna fucking need it. Just looks so good. AC10 Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket. Fucking hell.
Can you look at our club form? Chris says pigs must be flying in the sky. Anderton had a good game.
Honestly.
Is that shocking? Where's Aaron? Aaron is somewhere. I don't know where he is.
Aaron's probably in a fake taxi on the way home.
Kenny says Watford fan on Saturday. I am, though, temporarily. See, I could never do that. I've even under Derek Adams when we were really shit.
Yeah, I would never. Rovers have had some awful memories. You know, the season we went down to the conference, but I never said, "Oh yeah, I'll support fucking." You know. Yeah,
like just to get rid of a manager. Like, I was hoping Simon Alec would use his brain after Derek Adams referred to all our fans as yobs. I was like, sort of half hoping he shouldn't really be allowed to say that to us, but okay, he is. Okay, cool. And then ban like Chris Harrington. Derek seemed to completely lose his head. Where's Aaron? As say somewhere. Kenny, you don't deserve to watch football. Southwest England is where real men live. Ole Holland, Charlie. Absolutely. You'll have a non-league representative in 23-24.
Yeah.
Oh, we fucking won't, because we don't cover non-league.
We cover non-league. Yeah.
If Argyle get promoted to a Championship and stay there, the show's always going to be an hour and a half. Like, we can't add fucking Vanarama National League. I'll make the show 2 hours long. I ain't doing a 2 hour long.
Yeah, we can't have we can't have Aaron like telling us about Doncaster's game with like Western Supermare. Like,
oh my god! Oh, just thinking about that makes me chuckle. Just thinking about it makes me chuckle. But yeah, no, an hour and a half is the longest we can stretch to for a podcast. That gives us 30 minutes for a Championship, 30 minutes for League 1, 30 minutes for League 2. So, you know, fair coverage is what we're about, unlike Sky. No, it's Wickham, Wigan, MK, then Sunderland. Well, I wasn't saying it in any particular fucking order. I was just saying the teams we've got. But thank you for confirming. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, because we got. I mean,
all
obviously,
all four of them in the top 8. It's like, that's a tough one. Well, fucking no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, true. But I know, I know it's obviously different leagues, but we, you know, obviously you've got a tough run, and we, us as well. Yeah. You know, we have what, Northampton, Tranmere. I know Salford aren't doing well, but you know they're still favourites to go up. So we've got Northampton, Tranmere, Salford, Forest Green, Port Vale. So we both got. Hopefully, we can both win all of them. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Kenny is Tellez hater. I agree, Bailey. Wolf, I love Tellez. Aren't you a Man U fan? I say fan very loosely. I think you should play. I am a Man U fan, and I have been since I watched my first game. The breed men like me and Aaron up here in the north.
Yeah, like Aaron. I swear he's not even from up north. He doesn't even have a bloody accent.
You just said men and then used
Aaron
Aaron's
is not
name.
a man. Aaron is still a kid. He's not even 16 yet, is he?
Mate, he's not even got out of nappies. For fuck's sake, let's leave Aaron off next season. Well, we could do that. I'm sure we could find a League 2 representative. There are situations where in the long term it's much better. Leave them alone in League 2, lads. It's either lose this game. I don't care about United enough to read that. If Aaron gets relegated, he can't be part of the panel next season. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Lol, Sky just love to play around on a giant iPad. They do.
Yeah, they're just a joke.
Western-super-Mare wasn't that bad in the FA Cup a few years ago, apart from it getting called off 20 minutes before kickoff and having to go back on a Tuesday night. Yeah, that's quite brutal. That is.
You had him on a Tuesday. Yeah, I remember that as well. You had him. That's actually funny. But I remember that now. It was on. I think it was on telly. Me joking about that. They actually did have him in the FA Cup. You know?
Yeah, I don't remember that. But to be fair, I don't really follow Doncaster. But Sky Sports are clowns. Yeah, I agree.
Indeed,
I agree. But we like to give equal coverage to all leagues. Well, the 2 leagues we cover at the moment, a third probably pending.
Yeah, next season.
Oh god, next season's. I'm struggling with 2 leagues, let alone I'm going to be like, for fuck's sake, fucking hell, 15 teams or 15 games, 30 teams per bloody. Shoot me now. Do Sky know the meaning of Super Sunday anymore? I don't think they do. Sky Sports F1 pundits are clowns also. I agree with that. But let's get into the predictions for this weekend. Because Aaron is somewhere between here and
Aaron
Trinidad and
traveling home from planet Mars.
Yeah. I swear he's probably just stopped off at a bus stop and he's got his cock out and he's having a little cheeky wank.
He's probably still in KFC.
Yeah, probably. Imagine Donny surviving Rovers go up now. Once that, I think. Well, no, because we'll still cover League 2 because we're not a bunch of wankers. We're not just going to go, oh, we're all too big for League 2. I'll just tell Charlie and Aaron to watch some League 2 games and I'll watch the highlights. I'll be like, Charlie, go to an Exeter game. I'm not welcome.
Fucking hell.
Okay, we'll both go to an Exeter game. How about that? We'll sit in the away end. Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm not sitting in the fucking home end, mate. Don't be so ridiculous. I'll sit in the away end. Fucking sitting there. We're sitting there with the mighty fucking Stevenage. They'll be like, who do you support? I'll be like, I'm a Argyle. Oh, why are you here? Oh, we've got to watch a couple of League 2 games for our show. So yeah. But as you can see on the screen, the first game that we are covering is the Mighty Green Army. League leaders travelling to the Valley to face informed Charlton. It's a good informed Charlton, to be fair. They've been quite good under their caretaker manager so far. But as good as Charlton have been, Argyle's away record is pretty damn decent. Well, I say away record, our record in the in League One since the first game of the season has been unbeaten. So
Yeah.
it's not been too fucking shabby. It's one of the longest unbeaten ones that Plymouth Argyle have ever had. Would not surprise me. But this game, quite an important game for Argyle. If we win, obviously, we'll remain top of the league. As Charlie has said, there's plenty of games to go around. But it's an interesting one, really. In terms of Argyle, I expect to see the main team again. Cooper in goal, a back three of Wilson, Scar, Gillespie, Houghton in midfield with Panucci and Ryan Broom, with Edwards and right wing back, Conor Grant left wing back, and then you have Hardy and I presume Jephcott up top. Obviously, our international players are coming back. If not, they're back already. But it's an interesting game for me. I think we can win it. I think defensively we've been quite sound, but I must respect Charlton. But we actually also have a fairly decent record against Charlton. In terms of last season, I think we beat them twice at the Valley. We have a good record at the Valley. Don't ask about our record at Owen Park. That's a completely different story. But in terms of the sort of form as of the moment, Argyle obviously unbeaten, but wins against Ipswich, Accrington and Sheffield Wednesday. The draw against Morecambe, Arsenal and Sheffield Wednesday as well. Charlton, on the other hand, come in with a win against Sunderland, wins against Doncaster, a draw against Rotherham. That's a very good draw, mind you. Beat Haverton, Waterlooville and beat Burton Albion. So a really strong Charlton team at the moment. I'm going to go for I'm going to go 2-1. I think it'll be a tight game, but I think Argyle will just about snatch it. But it's going to be a tough game. I have a lot of respect for Charlton. And I'm glad we have them this week and not last week because they're, as I say, a great team. But Charlie, what about you? What's your prediction?
Well, first, like we said, I think it'd be a very good game. Two of the informed teams, obviously Plymouth, the main informed team, and Charlton doing very well. But yeah, I think it'll be close. But I think, like you said, I think Plymouth will edge it 2-1. I think it's also good for you that Stockley's suspended as well because he got sent off last week at Burton for having a fight with one of the Burton players. But yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if you kept a clean sheet either. Yeah, no,
it's one of those games. It is going to be tight. I do know that much. It is going to be a tight game. Riley says 3-1 Argyle. Ravi says 2-1 Argyle. Kenny says 1-1. Chris says 2-1 Argyle. Kenny asking me what the score was at home park, but I completely forgot. Last season was an anomaly. Our defence was a fucking anomaly, that's for sure. Leroy England says Argyle 3-1. Wolf going for a 4-0 win for Argyle. Be brave or go home. No, it's go big or go home, isn't it? Max to say says Argyle to win 3-1. Cool stadium, Charlton has that. Well, they used to be a Premier League club, so I would expect. I'd expect Charlton to have a good stadium, and the Valley is a beautiful stadium. You can't lie.
I mean, it's just one thing quickly. It's annoying because I've been there obviously a few times to watch Rovers, but our record is a fucking shambles there. Honestly, I don't even want to say like it is crap. And we bottled it last. Can you remember last season when we were 2-0 up and we fucking lost 3-2? It was a shambles, mate. Honestly.
Yeah. Riley says Aaron has made an appearance. Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Kenny says now can we quickly talk about Donny's playoff game versus this lot all those years ago? I need to get a picture of Donny players crying like the hair. Nat says 1-1. Wolf says go big or go on. Last on 6. Well, that was a dickhead. At the Valley, we won our last game, so fuck you. Also, how are Hull doing in the Championship this season? Shut up. Aaron, prediction. Also, you're late.
Yeah, sorry.
Very late.
I was on my way back. But no, I think this. I tell you what, never have I seen a better time for these two to meet each other, because Plymouth's form has been absolutely invincible. Johnny Jackson's form as manager of Charlton.
I can think of many times. That I would rather play Charlton. Under Nigel Atkins is one of them.
Yeah, that's true. I think this could be an interesting one. Like I said, Johnny Jackson, obviously we learned it the hard way, but Johnny Jackson's
4-0 on it.
Yeah, 4-0. I think Charlton fans were probably a second away from singing "We Want 5." But I think Charlton's been great under Johnny Jackson. But like I said, Plymouth have just been absolutely unstoppable with their squad. So I'm going to go for the clean sheet. I'm going to go for 2-0 Argyle. It won't be a complete goals fest, but I think it'll be just about enough.
I hear that. It's one of them. I still think it's going to be a really, really tight game. Not much given, because Charlton, even though where are they in the league? Even though they're 17th, they shouldn't be 17th. That's for fucking sure. They should be nowhere near 17th. So.
They were just inside the relegation zone a few weeks ago, so it shows the impact that Johnny Jackson's had.
Yeah,
he certainly had a good impact. Webby says, "Did you see the racist abuse sent to 18 Dapper?" No.
How can they be racist to him?
I don't know. Richie Wellens motivational quote every single day. You have to be on it. Haha. Yep, absolutely. Bailey says 2-1 Argyle. So that's the Argyle game done. Moving on to our next game. Now I didn't want to do this game, and not because of banter, just because there are so many good games in League One. Because there's a game that I've actually had to miss out, and I'm so upset because there are so many corkers. It's actually unbelievable.
Is it Doncaster's fault?
Yeah, pretty much. It was Wycombe Bolton. It was Wycombe Bolton. I've had to leave Wycombe Bolton out, not because I want to, but because I just didn't have room. Because I actually think that that's a more important game. But moving on to this game, Doncaster host Lincoln. But yeah, I didn't want to do this game because I don't think it's a good game at all. But Aaron, score prediction.
Oh god, this is a weird one. I mean, we've just had the injury update.
Me asking you for a score prediction in the League 1 and 2 prediction stream. I know, fucking unbelievable. Weird.
We got the injury updates for this game. We've got John Taylor back, which is great news. We've got Olu and Bostock back, which is great news. But Matt Smith, Roshan Williams, probably Aidan Barlow and Dan Gardner are all out, as well as the usual absentees. So we might be putting some under 18s on the bench, which shows the depth of our squad. And it shows the manager's reluctance to play Omar Bogle or Ed Williams, which again,
can I just say Argyle had a 16-year-old on the bench against Accrington.
Oh yeah,
but keep using these as really shit excuses.
But not excuse. It's got its positives and its negatives. The negatives is our squad depth is poor. The good news is
no. You say that your squad depth is poor. Yeah, I've literally just said to you that the league leaders, the best team in the league at the moment, put a 16-year-old lad from Wales on our bench. Big up to Jenkins. We also had Shirley, who's a kid. We also had.
It's like every club, same as us. Like we had 3 players on our bench against Oxford that hadn't even played a senior game. Like there's no.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the last game against Accrington we had 5 from our youth academy in there. Or 5 homegrown.
The positive is at least, and to be fair, you know what? And this is how embarrassing the first team's been this season. The kids that played in the Papa John's Trophy were actually better than some of the first team players. That's how embarrassing it is. I'm not lying. I think the people like Kulea and Hollings and people like that and Scatter's good. I think they're better than some of the first team players' performances this season and more even more disciplined and more mature performances as well. So it's one of those things, really, especially with Roshan Williams being out and Matt Smith being out. That midfield's going to be quite light, especially with those people out.
I'm going to say there's no excuses. Against Oxford in both legs, we scored 6 goals and had no strikers. So there's no excuses.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's no excuses. I'm just highlighting that. I'm not saying there's an excuse at all. There's no excuses still. It's the players on the pitch have still got to perform at the end of the day. But again, it's just I just don't see what result we're going to get out of this game. And for those of you who are saying about the Omar Bogle situation, I still think he should be getting at least a spot on the bench. I think it's just gone too long now. We need that position on the bench filled. But there was the same situation. What's happening now happened at Wigan Athletic a few years ago, and that was highlighted on Twitter by a Wigan journalist. So it's not the first time this situation's happened with a club. So. It's one of those things, really. I really don't think we're going to see Bogle or Williams playing a Rovers shirt again. Like I said, it's not the first time Bogle's been in this situation, like with Wigan. So, it's not going to happen. But
anyway, Aaron, what is your prediction?
Yeah,
this is not the Doncaster show.
Yeah, score prediction. I'm going to go for. Oh God, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to be optimistic.
Fair play.
Oh, fucking hell, he's finished. Thank fuck for that. 1-1. Bailey says nothing to do with squad depth, Aaron. Anyone will struggle to fill a bench when there are 10 players missing. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Lincoln win. Richie Wellens still a thug. Doncaster still shit. So Lincoln 2-0 to relegate Doncaster.
It's weird because Charlton sacked the manager. All the people higher up have got rid of the managers in different leagues. And
hold on, you wanted Wellens to stay. So don't.
I'm not
jump
saying.
on that.
I'm not saying.
No. Don't jump on that bandwagon because I'll put you straight back in your place.
I'm not.
You said. No. You can't explain. You said you wanted Wellens. You can keep him. Charlie, score prediction.
I didn't say Wellens out. I said he's still in a
job.
No.
Aaron, your name's not Charlie. Behave.
Yes.
I'm going to go for
learn to have some decorum, Aaron. Charlie.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Anthony Scully masterclass 2-0 Lincoln.
2 games. Me and Charlie, great minds think alike. Wellington says Wolf. Ravi says be a tie game 1-0 Lincoln. I bet Carlisle sign Bogle. We need a goal scorer like him, but probably won't happen. 1-0 Lincoln. Unfortunately, injuries to players will cost us. Unfortunately, few 2-0s. There. Wolf saying 2-0 Lincoln. Wellens in. Wellens out. Aaron is responsible for Doncaster getting relegated for being Wellens in. I completely agree. If Doncaster fans want to blame anyone, Aaron is your man. But moving on, I thought we'd cover Accrington again, but not because of Accrington, but because of who they're playing against. Which sounds a bit rude, actually. I've just heard myself say that. I sounded a bit disrespectful to Accrington. But no, Accrington take on Sheffield Wednesday in the Wham Stadium. Obviously, Accrington coming off the back of a 4-1 thrashing from ARGYLE. Wednesday coming in off the back of a 3-0 thrashing from ARGYLE. So essentially, we own both your clubs. You're both owned by Plymouth Argyle now. For also, you owe us rent. So we need that money from you now. But yeah, both these clubs coming off the thrashing of Argyle, which I didn't actually think of that when I prepped this, but I was like, I'll prep this on Monday. Monday. I didn't think about that. I was like, fuck, they both come off the back of a thrashing from us. Which I mean, Sheffield Wednesday didn't score against us, whereas Accrington did. And they conceded one extra goal. Do you know what? I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going 1-1 because Sheffield Wednesday lost 3-0 to us, but Accrington lost 4-1. You see, so Accrington got the goal but conceded an extra goal, and Wednesday kept. Well, I was just about to say kept a clean sheet, but in the other end, they didn't score. So I'm going to go 1-1 in this one. As does Chris. Wolf says 2-0 Wednesday. Bailey says 1-0 Aki. Kenny says 2-1 Aki. Wednesday, 2 thrashings from Argyle in the same space of weeks. Bloody hell! Oh, bloody hell! Is that true? Is that true? Did we play in my home park 3 weeks ago? It's got to be longer than 3 weeks ago.
No, it was longer than 3 weeks.
It's going to be like 5 or 6 at least.
Yeah, it was back in. Was it? No, back in fucking
September.
No, I thought it was September that we played them.
Yeah, probably
late September.
Yeah. Chris says me and Niall said same predictions for a game so far. Oh, great minds just think alike, Chris. But Charlie, obviously both of these clubs are owned by Argyle. So what's your prediction for Argyle B and Argyle C?
It's going to be funny. I think, though, I really do think if Darren Moore doesn't win this game, I think he'll be sacked.
Thank fuck.
I think he'll be sacked. But
do you think so? With them 8th in the league, do you think?
8th, are they?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
8th?
Are they?
Not Joe.
I thought they were further down than that.
Jesus, I thought. Mate, I haven't seen them apart from Bolton. I haven't even seen them win a game. Like every time I seem to look at Wednesday, they're like bottling it to like shit
they
teams.
are
8th.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Just below Sunderland, the bottle jobs.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought they were a lot. I thought they were like 14th, 15th.
So
I thought they were 13th.
I don't think he will be sacked if he loses.
That's fair enough then. Oh well.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday should be aspiring for a top 6 finish. So if he gets lower and lower, then he will eventually get sacked. But
I'm gonna go. I know
he won't
Sheffield
get sacked
Wednesday.
whilst they're 8th.
I think he's on borrowed time. I don't think he'll be sacked. I think he's on borrowed time.
Mate, fucking Richie Wellens is on borrowed time, but you still.
I don't think he is. He's 2 points away from being 5th. I know, obviously, games in hand and all of that.
Yeah,
but
that's just crazy because I thought they were a lot lower than that.
Yeah.
Accrington are 14th. But no,
they were lower than that as well.
I obviously, I think if it's quite tight. Obviously, Burton 13 for 22 points, so 4 points between them and Sheffield Wednesday. But no, I don't think he's on borrowed time just yet. I think if he dropped down that far, I think he might be. But I think right now, 8th, you wouldn't sack a manager when they're 8th. Not with a chance of getting playoffs.
Unless you had aspirations of top 2 and you think that a change is needed straight away, then.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go for. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say I think Wednesday will bounce back. I'm gonna go 3-1 Wednesday.
A 3-1 Wednesday win. Okie dokie. Aaron.
I'm going to go for Accrington Stanley, owned by Plymouth Argyle 2. Sheffield Wednesday, owned by Plymouth Argyle 2.
Okie dokie. Our next game, I just dealt with Corkers this week. But the next one is this one, which is Sunderland versus Ipswich. Ipswich Town, obviously owned by Plymouth Argyle as well. After the Tractor Boys came down to Home Park, telling us that they were our cup final, went away with nothing.
But we're owned by Ipswich Town.
That seems to be a trend. You know, big clubs overgassing their club and walking away from Home Park empty-handed, only with a bucket full of tears. Sunderland, we're yet to see if they're owned by Plymouth Argyle. We'll see that soon because that is coming up quite soon. But Sunderland versus Ipswich. Sunderland sitting 7th, Ipswich Town sitting, can't even see, they're 9th. But that's a bigger game than I thought it was, boys. I thought Ipswich were down than that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Apart from the loss against you, they've been winning every single game.
Yeah,
they fucking haven't. They've won 6, drawn 6, lost 5. So don't chat shit, Charlie. That's 9 games that they. That's 9 games they didn't win, young man, and you're telling me they win every game? Unbelievable.
No,
lies.
No, but apart from you, and you've been pretty good recently.
And the 8 other teams have took points away with them.
I mean, mind you, Ipswich Town do own us after that 6-0 demolishing.
But as I say, I think this is going to be, well, judging from the table, it's going to be a close game, and I genuinely think it'll be a close game because Paul Cook, obviously at Ipswich. Not sure if his tone of voice is going to change midway through an interview like it did at Argyle. That has got to be one of the funniest interviews ever. That he changed his voice about 4 times. It was brilliant. I think this is actually going to be a ridiculously tough game for both sides. I think this could end with a draw, but I think it will be quite. I can see both teams conceding a bag full here. Not mad, but. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw because I don't think neither team are keeping the other out. I don't think neither has the capability of keeping the other team out. But I do see them taking the points both. I can see a 1-1 here.
You say 2-2.
Or 2-2. A draw. And draw nevertheless. If I put my teeth back in. Sunderland, though, their recent form has been woeful. 5-1 loss to a 5-1 loss to Rotherham, a 3-0 loss to Sheffield Wednesday, loss to Mansfield in the FA Cup, the loss to Charlton. They are on some shit form.
Lost to Bradford as well, didn't they? In the fucking
lost.
Papa
John's, yeah. Ipswich on the other hand, lost to Argyle, beat Wickham, drew to Oldham, drew to Colchester, drew to Oxford, beat Oldham in the FA Cup replay. So, not neither of them in great form, but I think a 2-2 is fair. Stevie Watson, big up to Stevie in the chat. Love to see it. Bailey says 2-1. Sunderland 2-2. Fucking hell, Chris. We really are saying the same ones. Sunderland 0, Ipswich 2. It's because Wednesday are draw merchants. More will be pundit on Sky in a year. I swear it was weeks ago. That's what I thought. Charlie, Sunderland Ipswich, what are you going for?
I think this is going to be an absolute cracker. And like you said, it's funny because it's interesting the fact that what are Sunderland are going to do? Are they going to turn it around after their shit form, or are they just going to keep conceding loads of goals and bottling it under Bottle Job Johnson? So I'm going to say 3-1 Ipswich. I think
3-1 Ipswich.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it'd be probably the best game in League One this weekend.
Okay, I hear that. Aaron?
See, I'm thinking the other way. I think it's going to be an overhyped 0-0 draw.
Fair play.
I have nothing to say to such a stupid comment.
He's either going to be miles off or nearly right.
Yeah. I swear, if we say same predictions for League 2, then it'll be a madness. I agree, Chris. I agree. 1-1 Sunderland. Plymouth C 1-2 says Nat. Oh yeah, Nat. I said that Accrington and Sheffield Wednesday are both owned by Plymouth Argyle. Also, we want our rent. Cough up. But the last game of the weekend, and as I said, I wanted to cover Wickham versus Bolton as well, but we didn't have room because we had to cover Doncaster. Is this one from the DW Stadium? Wigan second in the league. Oxford where are Oxford? They're in the top 7. I know that much for a fact. I've got a league table loading. There we go. Oxford sits 6th, so second v 6th. So another big game. A few of these, a lot of the big boys.
Loads in there in League One. Jesus, what a weekend!
Yeah,
jeez.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then Wickham Bolton, that would have been 11th versus 4th, which is still
this is the true super weekend of football. Sky Sports.
Yeah, isn't it?
But yeah, obviously, because we're forced to cover Doncaster, we can't cover all the good games.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to cover Doncaster.
Sorry.
We may not at some point. If you play, if you've
got a stroke of luck.
No. I mean, if you play a really shit team and I just really don't want to cover it, I will just drop Doncaster and put in some. If I get another weekend like this, I may just not do a Doncaster game.
We cover
Genuinely.
our own teams.
Well, we might not, because firstly, you don't show up to every show on time, and secondly, I mean, there are some good games in League One.
Oh, fuck me.
Stevie says Sunderland 1, Ipswich 4. Sunderland complete meltdown. YouTube channels meltdown. Fans run on the pitch. Throw season tickets towards Johnson. Banners out. You name it. This should be an interesting game then. 2-1 Wigan up the gas. For this one, Wigan are a good team. Very good team. They're second in the league. Drawn only once. So I don't think we're looking at a draw. They've only lost 4 games, mind you, as well. Oh boy.
I tell you what, if Wigan don't beat Oxford, they don't deserve to go up.
Yeah.
Oxford's have got 4 draws, 4 losses, 8 wins. So Columba. I am going to go for, I think both teams will score. I'm in an R in between 2-1 or 3-1. That's what I'm in an R in. Do Wigan have enough to get 3 goals past this?
Mate, they should do. Their team is stupid.
They should.
Man.
I agree, Charlie. They should do, but by that logic, Sunderland should also be in the top 2 and Charlton should be in the top 6. So, this is League One. Should be in the operative word here. They should have enough to score.
I don't rate their team.
Well, neither do I, but apparently, according to their fans, they're a big club.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get murdered by Sunderland fans at one point.
It's a tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go 2-1 because I don't know. Wigan, they're a weird bunch of got 2-1 against Solihull, 2-0 against Shrewsbury, 3-2 against Fleetwood. Fucking hell, what a game that was. Beat Burton 2-0, lost to Lincoln 2-1. I think both teams are scoring this 4-3 for Oxford. I still can't believe that. I'm gonna go 2-1. Kenny says Doncaster versus Shrewsbury comes same game week as Rotherham, Burton, Wigan, Ipswich, Sunderland, Argyle, Stanley, Bolton, MK Dons, Oxford. Oh yeah, we're not covering Donny that week. I am not covering Donny Shrewsbury when I've got that 5. Oh, please.
MK Dons Oxford surely isn't that much better.
That is at the moment that is 5th versus 6th.
Aaron, come on, man.
Okay, scratch that. The reason why I said fuck me, by the way, is because I've just got some very bad news on our front, which means we're relegated.
Oh.
What is it?
What's that?
What is it? The Turkish wonder kid is out for 8 months.
Points
no,
deduction?
it's not quite that. It's worse than that.
Points deduction?
Oh, let me guess. Ethan Galbraith.
No, it's not that bad. Thank God.
Well, you just said you're relegated, so it must be that bad.
So
points deduction.
So Rosean Williams, who started nearly every game this season, is out for 6 weeks. Cameron John's now out for 3 months. Cameron John was
shit for you anyway. You was I know. In your last video.
I said he started nearly every game. I didn't say he was good. Cameron John, who said he was back this month, is now out for 3 months. Okanabiri, who's been out of this whole season, is now out for another 4 months. And Hawula and Close won't play this weekend. Can I change my 1 to a 4 for Lincoln?
And also, Aaron, water is red.
Okay. So I've just changed that. I've just changed that 1 to a 4.
I'm confident with that.
Brilliant. But yeah, Aaron, you're definitely not getting covered on the 11th of December. I apologize.
I'll just add my little. We'll just add like a prediction off camera for that one.
Yeah, maybe. Oxford are decent, says Stevie. 3-1 Oxford. For fuck's sake, says Chris. I think we've actually matched on all of them so far. Aaron, you should go on Sky with those facts. Only about 6 hours late, Aaron.
That's the dream. That's the dream to be a sports.
Yeah, Bailey. Aaron doesn't actually have internet, so he's just getting this off. Basically, he's got a potato and a hamster running on a wheel to try and get electricity in his house. So he doesn't get his notifications straight away. He lives in the north. What a shithole. Charlie, Wigan, Oxford.
I'm going to go 2-1 as well.
Nice.
Wigan.
Aaron?
I mean, this has got to be a 2-0 Wigan all over. If Wigan don't beat this lot, ARGYLE deserve to be first in the league and nowhere else.
We deserve to be first anyway. We deserve to be first in the league.
No,
anyway.
They deserve to be first anyway. But if Wigan don't beat Oxford, they don't deserve to be.
He's trying to mug that Plymouth.
Yeah, that'll be the second time this season that he's tried mugging us off. When will he learn? But moving on, because next up we're doing League 2, and we're starting off at the Mem. It's going to be Bristol Rovers versus Tranmere Rovers. So the Rovers derby. It's the Rovers derby. Charlie, you excited for the Rovers derby?
I am, yeah. Pretty excited. It's going to be funny though. There's a excellent.
Just quickly, Nat says he has to go because he's got to shoot a porno. So catch you in a bit, Nat.
Catching a bit now. I hope it all goes well.
Sorry, I just wanted to interrupt there because I felt that was an important comment to part.
Yeah, but yeah, should be good. There's a few, Tranmere. I think they're a point above us, but they haven't been on the best form of late. I think they've lost what is it? I had it on a sheet because I'd done the preview last night. There was some stat. They've lost 2 or 3 out of their last 5, but they're still, they're a good team. Don't score much. Don't concede a lot either.
They've lost to Northampton, Mansfield, and Sutton.
Yeah, so they've lost 3 of their last 5. But they're still a very good team. And it's a bit weird because me and Neil were saying it that because we basically played a first team against Oxford and we played it extra time, it's going to be a bit. If we do win, it won't be a high scoring game. I don't think. I think it'll be just edging it. It's going to be good though. It's going to be, they've got the likes of Jay Spearin, who of course used to play for Liverpool, and they've got an FA Cup winner, Callum McManaman, who won it with Wigan in 2013. But I'm going to say...
Not me, they've got Callum McManaman.
Yeah, Callum McManaman, who used to play for Wigan, in the Prem.
Yeah, that's it. How old is he?
He's not even that old either. He's 31, 32.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus,
it's crazy. Because I think they signed him on a free after he was released from Melbourne Victory in Australia. So I'd say he's been everywhere by the looks of it. But it's going to be good. Nice. Glenn Whelan against Jay Spearin in the middle. What a ex-Premier League clash that is.
Someone get the wheelchairs ready.
Yeah. I'm actually going to let you two predict first. I'll see what you two say.
Yeah, it's not going to be a high scoring game. Your 4-3 was an anomaly. The question is, do I think Bristol Rovers can keep a clean sheet? Well, it won't be on purpose. I can assure you of that much.
Yeah, we don't.
It'll probably be because Tranmere can't score to save their life. 4 of their last 6 games they failed to score in. That's a worrying stat for anyone. Oh fucking hell! I'm gonna go 1-0. You just edge it. I've not backed
Bristol Rovers.
Bristol Rovers. I've not backed Bristol Rovers in a couple of weeks, and I've lost points. So I'm trusting you lot not to fuck it up. And I've just said that in my head, thinking I am trusting Joey Barton not to fuck it up. Bloody hell! I'm feeling brave today, that's for sure. Chris went 1-0 Bristol Rovers. Tranmere good defensively but struggling to score. Tom Davies is a good player, says Riley. Wolf says 1-0 Bristol Rovers. How are Sutton fucking 8th?
They're on fire, mate.
Chris says I'm done.
One team. You always get that.
Chris
one
says I'm
underdog.
done. Me and Chris so far six games predicted, and we've got it right. We've still got 4. Let's hope that we don't make it a full sweep. But Aaron, prediction.
Quickly, I'll tell you what. Yeah, what you were saying about Sutton, just quickly. They're on. I've seen them in National League.
We're not doing fucking Sutton. We're doing fucking Bristol fucking Rovers versus Premier fucking Rovers. I mentioned a fucking comment. Now give me your score prediction.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw.
Right. And Charlie?
2-0. 2-0 win for us.
2-0. Okay.
I think it'd be one early goal and one. I think it'd be very nervy. One early goal and one like near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Next up is Exeter fucking City versus Carlisle fucking United. Chris says Maynard not been playing apparently.
Yeah, shithead Maynard. Piss off, Maynard. You fucking.
But yeah, Aaron's biggest rivals Exeter City versus Chris's team Carlisle. Exeter third in the league, Carlisle not quite that high. In fact, if I scroll down, they're 22nd. So Carlisle not having a great time as of yet. Only 2 wins this season with 7 draws, which is 1 behind the draw specialists themselves. Actually, fuck that. They've been overtaken. Hold the hat. Stop the count. Exeter City are no longer the draw specialists. Wolf says, do we like Exeter now? Do we fuck Wolf? Wolf, let me teach you now, right? We do not like Exeter. We hate their guts. They're our biggest rivals. 4-0 Carlisle. I like that. I like that. But I'm gonna be a bit more level-headed than that. I'm gonna be a bit more level-headed. Devon is red and white. Steve, are you drunk? I think Steve might be drunk. Just kidding. Extra 1-1. Gonna be hard. Don't expect us to get anything realistically. 3-0 Exeter. Right. So the draw specialists are in fact Leighton Orient with 9 draws. Exeter with 8.
Wow.
They're not drawn. There's no one else with them there. So it's just those 2 up there.
That's mad, isn't it? Leighton Orient.
Carlisle.
Yeah.
Carlisle. Not Carlisle. Leighton Orient. 5 wins, 9 draws, 2 losses. So, if they could just turn some of them draws into wins, that'd be much higher in the league. But I'm going to be a bit more level-headed than Wolf. I don't think Carlisle was scoring 4 goals past Exeter. Fucking hell. That'd be hilarious. Bailey says 3-0. I'm going to go 2-0 Exeter.
God, he's actually backing Exeter to win for once.
I know. I have to be realistic. When one of them is 3rd and the other one is 22nd, you can hardly do anything else. 4-0, sorry. I had the misfortune of going Exeter away when we lost 4-1. Oh, yeah. Or 4-0, yeah. Yeah, that was a fucking good game, wasn't it? But yeah, I can't back Carlisle here. I just can't. There is nothing on this planet that lets me back Carlisle in this game. At least not saying predictions. That is true. I can't even back.
No, 1-0 as well.
I couldn't even. Mate, I couldn't back him against. I couldn't back Carlisle in any way against Exeter. As much as I dislike Exeter, I can't back Carlisle here.
I tell you what would be funny if obviously you're saying 2-0 or 3-0 and then fucking it is a draw. That'd be hilarious.
But you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised by that because it's Exeter.
No.
Like, what's the most Exeter thing to do? Draw against Carlisle. Like, genuinely, that's the most Exeter thing to do. But Charlie, give us your prediction. Are you backing Carlisle?
No, unfortunately not. I mean, if we can beat Carlisle 3-0,
God. I'd like to change mine to 8-0 Exeter.
Yeah, trust me. I mean, if Exeter
you got battered 4-0 by these wankers.
Huh?
You got battered, didn't you, by these wankers? 4-0.
Yeah, we lost 4-1 in the league and 5-3 in the Papa John's.
Oh, 4-1. 4-1.
Bristol
Yeah.
Rovers actually didn't you guys go 3-0 up and then lose 5-3 or something like that?
No, we were 5-0 down at half time, and then we pulled it back to 5-3. We won the second half 3-0.
It's even worse than I thought.
But I don't care because that was literally our second team in youngsters. So
Yeah.
fuck the Papa Johns. I'm glad we're out of it, to be honest.
Me and you both.
Yeah, but
I guess who's still in this shit?
yeah, because Donny are looking to win it, apparently, aren't they? But,
That's our trophy this year. If we get relegated, that's our trophy.
that'd be hilarious. I'm going to say, I'll just say 2-0. 2-0 Exeter.
Me and Charlie have been pretty much alike on most of our predictions so far. Aaron, what about you? Now, he doesn't like Exeter. So
Yeah, he
he'll
fucking
probably
hates
say,
them because they're his rivals, apparently.
he hates them more than I do, which is weird. But Aaron, what's your prediction?
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And by the way, speaking of Exeter, the Football Association about that.
I knew you were going to say that.
If you're about to talk about the FA Cup, don't bother. We've already addressed it.
No,
me and Charlie got here at a sensible time, started the podcast at a sensible time, could be bothered to get on at a start, so we actually addressed that. So
yeah. I know you've already probably addressed that, but the 3 words I would use is what a shambles.
That's what I use for your punditry, mate. Just a shame we're not able to beat Bristol Rovers in the final again. I'm gobsmacked by Exeter are Doncaster's rivals, but we move. Me and you both, Chris. No one really understands it. No one understands why Aaron hates Exeter more than I do, but you know.
Only because they both play in red and white.
Yeah, they're jealous because they're both playing in red and white. That can only be the only reason. But yes, we've all gone for predictions there. So let's move to our next game, which is in fact Exeter City's FA Cup third round or first round third game replay against Bradford. Derek Adams' mighty Bantams are up next, and they are facing Northampton Town. Northampton Town last played against you lot, Charlie. Do you want to remind everyone what the score was for that game?
Bristol Rovers beat third in the league 2-1 at home.
You did indeed. You did indeed.
And they're shit. How the fuck are they third? And their manager's a twat as well.
What do you think I said Northampton would finish in the top 3 though? Because I think they'll shit house their way.
Salty and mate. If they play like that every week, like they did against us, mate, they're finishing mid-table. I think they'll drop down to mid-table. They're
either going to shit house their way into the top 3, or they're going to fall like a stone.
And their manager is a salty little fuck.
John Brady.
Yeah,
he was a caretaker manager. He just took over permanently.
He was crying at the end. It was fucking hilarious.
Was he actually?
Pretty much.
Fuck my life, League 2. Is League 2 too bad for you, John Brady? Do you need a hug? No.
What a strange man Aaron is. But moving on. Bradford face Northampton. Bradford down in the fucking hell, Derek. Fucking hell, mate. I know you like to start slow, but you're taking the piss here, mate. You are taking the piss. 16 games in and you're 11th. Jesus, you're a disgrace. But moving on. This game, it could be quite an interesting one. Bailey says 1-0 Bradford, by the way. I don't know. Do you know, I'm just going to stick a 1-1. Derek Adams will not win this game, but I don't really bank back Northampton to win it either. So I think a 1-1 is probably a fair result. But Charlie, what about yourself?
Will it fuck's sake.
Chris has gone 1-1 as well.
I mean, funny enough, that's the score I'm going for.
I quit.
I just think they're two really boring teams and just the most inconsistent teams. So I think it's 1-1.
The inconsistent derby.
Saying inconsistent, Northampton are 4th, but still, I just don't rate them. I don't rate them.
Wolf goes 1-0 Northampton. Chris says I'm leaving. Literally, I say 1-1, and then literally a second later, Chris's comment pops up. It's like, for fuck's sake. Aaron, what about you?
I think again this. Oh fucking hell! Why am I going to go for this? I'm going to go for 1-1 as well.
So everyone else is just me and Charlie are using our brains, and Aaron is just now copying us. I hear this.
Why am I any different?
Because you're Aaron, and you don't really have much of a brain.
But
moving on,
it's got 1-1 all over it.
Yeah, and I think your face has got something wrong with it. What? Did I just say that out loud? My apologies. Aaron, we could fix your face. We could fix your face by throwing a brick at it, but we move.
That'll do more damage.
No, actually, it'll fix a lot of the problems. Wait till January. I'll show you. When I literally, I'll take a brick out of the chemo. I'll take a brick. I'll take a brick out of the chemo and lob it at your face.
Oh, mate, that January fixture's drawing closer and closer.
Also, I need to get them stickers for that game. I want to paint the chemo.
Mate, if you took the brick out, mate, if you took the brick out, their stadium would just collapse.
I'm still trying to get you now an away fan interview, by the way, for that Rovers YouTube channel for the game in January. So don't be doing anything bad to get in their bad books, because I'm trying to get you a spot on here.
What, on their YouTube channel, mate? I'm not allowed to go on that. I'm about as un-PG as humanly possible.
I've got my bleep machine. Well, the Rovers team will have their bleep machine.
I fucking hope so, because I'm about as un-PG as you can get.
He'll literally go there and be like, yeah, Doncaster are a bunch of beep, beep, beep.
I'm like, you're just shit, and we're too good. I'm like, we're just too fucking good. But moving on. So I've just said that I'm going to brick Aaron, and that I'm not PG enough to go on Doncaster Rovers YouTube channel.
Welcome to the EFL show.
Yeah, welcome to the EFL show.
Welcome if you are new.
Yeah, if you're new, you've just said that I'm going to brick Aaron. Trust me, when you see his face, you'll understand that it'll help improve the facial features.
Yeah, wait there,
You've just got a sense of what
I'll just show it for you.
There you go. And that is why a brick would help improve the look. But yeah, moving on to Newport versus Swindon. Both teams are shit. There you go. That's mine. It's actually not, because it's 6th versus 7th. So we couldn't have picked a better team or a better match to do. I am going to go for a 1-1 again, because when you're that close, I just don't really know what separates them. That's mine, Charlie.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Both teams are on really good form.
Chris has also gone 1-1, mind you.
Swindon's away form is amazing. I don't think they've lost away from home yet in the league. I think they've got like 21 points out of 24, something crazy. I think Swindon will just edge it 2-1.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. I just think it's going to be a little bit closer. I can't see what separates them, but maybe it's because I don't watch League 2 all the time. Aaron, what about you?
I think again, I think there's a real potential here of a draw coming on. I'm going to go.
I knew he would copy me. I'm
actually going to go 1-0 Swindon. I think Swindon will.
Fuck it, he's copying you, Charlie.
No,
so,
Swindon are actually class. Best team I've seen so far.
Not too bad. Chris says this is actually madness. I agree, Chris. Bailey says 2-2. Wolf says 2-0 Newport. Kenny says 1-0 Newport. Interesting. And our final game of the weekend, we end it at Oldham, because they host Port Vale. They host second in the league, Port Vale. Darryl Clark's Port Vale won Manager of the Month last week and then drew to Bradford. So, you know, very, very Manager of the Month like. Oldham sit 23rd in the league with 12 points. They've won 3, drawn 3 and lost 10. They are level on points with Scunthorpe and 1 point behind Carlisle United. Oldham's recent games, they beat Hartlepool 2-1. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's not their recent games. Their recent games were this. They lost to Exeter 2-1. They lost to Swindon 3-1. They drew away to Carlisle. So, this is an interesting one. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Port Vale win. Oh, you are taking right. Chris has gone 3-0 Port Vale as well. Kenny has gone 5-0 Port Vale. Bailey has gone 3-0 Port Vale. So me and Chris have agreed with every single one of them, bar one. So, you know, great minds clearly think alike, apparently. But Charlie, what about you? I'm going 3-0. Riley Clark says 4-0 Port Vale. Darryl Clark's Barmy Army. Chris says, right, I'm off. Take care, lads. Catch you in a bit, Chris. How bad was Oldham? Hell, 7-0 Port Vale. Let's go. Love it, Wolf. So Wolf is going 7-0. Would not surprise me, by the way. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But Charlie, what are you going for?
I will go for the same as you again. I think a comfortable 3-0 win.
I hear that. Aaron?
Make it the hat trick. I'm going 3-0.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew he'd copy us. Yeah, he's always doing that. Kenny says the only one they disagreed was the one Chris later said realistically it's 2-0, but he can't say Carlisle will lose lol. True.
He sounds
but yeah,
like Aaron then.
Yeah. But realistically, that's the end of the show. That I enjoyed that. Well, I enjoyed the first 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it went a bit downhill. Ironically, someone joined after 40 minutes. I couldn't possibly tell you who.
45, actually. He was that late. What
hell.
Shameful performance, Aaron.
We're not paying you this week, Aaron. You're close to being fired. We're gonna replace you with Wolf. Wolf has never watched League 1 or 2, but we're replacing you with Wolf. Actually, that would be a shame because neither's Aaron. So neither of them have watched Leagues 1 or 2. So you know, we want Canada here. Oh Canada. But yeah, that's the end of the show. We'll be back on Monday. Actually, let's have a look at the league table whilst we're here. Charlie's still in the lead with a 14-point gap. It's getting a bit closer between me and Aaron, so no wonder he's copying me. Little shit. Yeah, little shit. But yeah, we're back on Monday reviewing these games that happened. Niall, Canada. Yes, Canada.
Aaron, what is that?
But yeah, back on Monday to review.
Yeah.
What's that crap you've got?
Yeah, you've got.
I'm sorting out my team for Lincoln.
No, you've got some shit on your shirt.
Oh yeah, it's Donny Rovers.
Didn't even realise.
Yeah, that shit. Fucking hell. But yeah, as I say, Monday we'll review these games. Let's hope for a win for Argyle and Bristol Rovers and an absolute slapping for Doncaster.
Let's get 3 points.
No, you'll never hear me say that.
Class. You heard it here first.
Mind you,
basically,
so it could be a demolition.
Doncaster are about to come Lincoln's bitch. You can find me on Twitter at @Null_PAFC and on my YouTube channel at Let's Talk Premier League. I'll be there in 26 minutes for the Liverpool show. So make sure you tune in over there. Also on Christmas Day, we're doing a Christmas Day special stream. We're going to be doing 2 watch-alongs, old school watch-alongs, because there's no games on Christmas Day. But obviously, not everyone celebrates Christmas or has family to celebrate with. And I'm seeing my father in the evening. Don't want to spend too much time with family. Jesus Christ, it's Christmas. You want to enjoy parts of it before the family starts arguing with each other. So I'm
a shitload of food, innit?
Yeah. So I'm seeing them in the evening. So I'm going to stream actually during the day. Play around about 12ish. So we're going to be doing a few watch-alongs. We're going to do historical ones of recent times. So we're actually doing Manchester United versus Bournemouth from 2019, the 5-2 win there. And we're also going to do a Twitter vote on which games you want to see. At the moment, it's looking like United Newcastle 4-3 from 2012, Chelsea Ajax 4-4 from 2020, Liverpool Dortmund 4-3, United Arsenal 8-2, Chelsea Villa 4-4 from 2007, Barca PSG the 6-1, and there's a few. So there's some interesting ones.
I was going to say, how did you forget the Joey Barton masterclass 4-4 with Newcastle and Arsenal?
Mate, if I was to vote for any game, I'd watch the 3-2 Man City win over QPR and then won the title.
Oh, we had simple rules for this because we get to pick the game and we know what's happened. I said I'm a whore for goals on Christmas Day, and it had to have 6 or more goals, and it had to be a close game. So anything with lots of goals in a close game is exactly what I'm looking for. So there's a few. So yeah. That is what we're going to do on Christmas Day, which is going to be great. Very excited to do that as well. So I just thought I'd plug that in there for anyone who doesn't have family to celebrate with and all of that. So, there's a place for you to congregate on Christmas Day.
Fingers crossed, I might have some time spare to watch one of these games with you on Christmas Day.
Nice,
I've got work off as well, so...
I was just about to say, how many people do you know getting KFC on Christmas Day? Wolf says, Null must stay. Can't wait. Yeah, it should be great.
I knew Kenny won't be happy with QPR.
No, of course not. But Charlie, where can they find you, mate?
At One Rovers Vlogs on Twitter and YouTube, One Rovers Vlogs on the road to 4K.
Perfect. And you, Aaron?
Thrower Football, DRFC and Coach Channel on YouTube, at Aaron_Challoner on Twitter, Aaron Challoner Official on Instagram, and I'll also be watching the Leeds playoff final on Christmas Day just to give us some memories of good times.
The what final?
Leeds.
The 1-0 playoff final win against Leeds United when we got into the Championship for the first time in 50 years.
Are you actually going to watch that? Because Donny are doing so shit, you're just going to watch videos.
I just want to watch that playoff final again and just remember the good times that we had.
Oh, man. Mate. Yeah. But that's the thing, like, you weren't even going back then. You only started going 2 years ago.
It was 2005.
Exactly. You only started going 2 years ago.
Brilliant. So we'll leave it there. We'll just end it off with Jimmy Savile with Aaron's dad. Bye, guys.